Hey friends, welcome to day 21 and day 22 of Crashing Poverty Mindsets. I'm so glad we're here together. Let's get right to it. Verse today is found in James 1:5. If any man lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, and he will give it to him liberally and upbraid him not. It shall be given to him. Man, what a promise. Our brother James was writing to people who have been scattered, displaced, under lots of pressure, and struggling. They were struggling to survive in places that they didn't choose. And they weren't confused because they were weak. They were confused because life just got heavy. To that, James says, if you lack wisdom, my brothers and my sisters, if you lack a divine strategy, if you lack a blueprint, ask God. And the promise, he gives it to us liberally, generously, without holding back. The word wisdom comes from a Greek word, sophia, or sophos, meaning wise, skilled, clever. It can also mean broad, full intelligence, skill in decision making, managing affairs, insight into human and divine affairs, clever or sound judgment. So this wisdom isn't just human, we wake up with it each and every day. This is something that is divine from God. So this is the reason why we must ask God. This wisdom that is pure and peaceable and from above. This is the wisdom that when we wake up in the morning, we need to be asking God for, because it's a divine strategy for our finances. It's not just a vibe or something like that. No, it is a holy divine strategy that we are approaching God to ask for in our finances so that we don't keep making the same mistakes over and over again. And he can give us a revelation about our finances and about possibly the mindset that we are lacking to manage those finances. Liberally here means your God and my God is not stingy with strategy. He's willing to give it to us liberally in loads and loads, right? Have you ever met somebody who's stingy? It's like pulling candy from a toddler's hands. But our God's hands are wide open, and he is ready to give us his divine strategy for life and for finances. We are not begging from a reluctant father, but we're receiving from a generous one. Now we want to use that wisdom to stay out of debt, which brings me to our next verse. Proverbs 22:7. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. Let's talk context. In biblical times, not like today, it wasn't the swipe of a card. In biblical times, debt was literal bondage. You could lose land, crops, labor, even your freedom. You were under someone's thumb. Debt literally put your life under someone else's control. And before we judge ancient Israel, let's talk modern debt. Let's talk those predatory car loans or home loans back a few years when everybody's home loan went bust, okay? Predatory lending. Let's talk credit card debt. The debt that keeps us bound, that doesn't give us the freedom that we truly want and need to live an abundant life. I know some people do live check to check because they have to, and I don't want to dishonor that, but I do want us to remember this. Be mindful about impulsive spending and impulsive buys. Did you plan for it? If you didn't plan for it, I want you to stop and think about it. Take a couple of days and mull it over. Think about whether you truly need what you're going to purchase or not. Now, I'm not talking about necessities, food and groceries and gas, different things like that, medical. Remember, that some debt can be strategic if it produces more than it costs, like a home loan or a business loan. Think about it like this: good debt produces, bad debt consumes. Sticky statement for this verse: debt does not define me, but freedom does. So when we put these 2 days together, here are the mindsets that we're crashing. Think about this. If God gives wisdom liberally, and wisdom is wealth in disguise, then we already have the strategy for financial freedom. And if debt doesn't define us and we're not fighting for freedom, that means that we're walking towards the freedom that's already ours. So remember, ask for wisdom. Change your story. Walk towards freedom, and let's crash our poverty mindsets. It's time to prosper. And as usual, these videos will be right here on TikTok. I'm also going to place them over on Facebook. And then lastly, I would love it if you would watch the full video over on YouTube, where I'll have it linked right here in this video. I'll talk to you soon.